Hi, my name is Maria Chavez Haraldson. I'm the Executive Director for Casa. Casa was established in 1997 and it serves anywhere from 80 to 100 children per year. It just depends. For example, the last 6 weeks we've had 8 new cases. We typically have 1 new case a month. So that tells you how the economy is affecting our caseload. Also keep in mind that child welfare caseworkers typically have 12 cases assigned to each one. We have 1 case per CASA, which tells you that we can really focus on the child's case. This is a child's case who's been removed from their home due to child abuse or neglect or both. So they become wards of the court. At that point, a well-trained and a comprehensively trained advocate is assigned to the case, and that advocate follows the case for the length of that case in court, typically, commonly 2 years in length. So what kinds of things does the CASA do? The CASA will investigate, advocate, and monitor the child's case. And that is specific to the child welfare case, meaning it addresses all the things you will see note here. Child's health, mental, well-being, education, placement. The goal for CASA is to see that a child that's been removed from their home find expeditious permanency. Children tend to kind of linger in foster care, and we know what that causes problems and mental health issues for that child every time they're moved. We've had children that have been moved up to 20 times. So then you have the attachment issues. So the CASA monitors and investigates. For example, a case I'm following right now is of a 3-year-old who was removed from the home due to the mother's substance abuse issues, unsafe place. Had to locate the biological father. We're monitoring the father's capacity to parent. We're monitoring the mother's court orders to engage in substance abuse treatment. So that means I have to get whatever the attorney gets, because I'm a legal party to the case, to find out how that mother is doing. And at every court hearing, I would prepare a court report to say, Your Honor, these are the facts, these are recommendations for that child's permanency to the father or to the mother, or in aggressive situations where there's intense physical abuse, that it may be adoption or permanent foster care. CASA is evidence-based and unduplicated. No one else in Benton County provides the services we do. Our training is specific to the court protocol procedures, to state, federal, court law, mandates, Indian Child Welfare Act. We know the timelines and the time frames when we're assigned a case. So it's very specific training. That's what we're requesting, is that the child court advocacy training continue to be funded. We've just completed training for 11 new advocates. That means that Benton County is the only county that has a CASA trained and ready to be assigned to each child that comes into care. There's no other county in the state that's doing that. No other county in the state or agency that's doing that, providing that. I have a staff of 1. So we have much to be proud of, and I like to brag about that we're doing it efficiently and effectively, and it's evidence-based. We're not just nice people doing nice things. What our program does is it reduces child abuse. It makes sure that child is in permanent placement faster. We know that research indicates that if you're the parent, you're more apt to get services because we know what exists in the community. We're going to ensure that you receive that. We're going to request that. We're going to request that the courts order more, better, enhance, all for the benefit of that child. So we partner up with many agencies in order to do what we do at this point. We're in a 600 square foot office, and we have minimal equipment. Laid off our program manager in January. We're still managing to do and to serve 100% of all kids coming into care. Long term, what that means is that it saves our county money. It's less mental health issues, less medical issues, less trauma, more productive adults. Our administrative costs are approximately 24% of our budget, and I've worked as a director, I've worked with victim children of crime for over 15 years. So I know the systems, I know the complexities, and I know the trauma and the issues that these parents have to work through. But most of all, I know what each child needs as they go through the court process. On Tuesday, 11 new advocates will be sworn in. The caliber that Benton County offers us is substantial. We have psychologists, occupational therapists, teachers, retired principals who are these advocates. So our training is substantial. Our success rate is very high. We typically have a 5-year partnership with the community members. We have one Casa who's been with us for 11 years on the same case. And so how do we affect education as our priority for funding? We increase parental skills because we ensure that the parents go to parenting classes and that they either successfully complete, and if not, the recommendation to the court, the child goes to the safe parent, or again, which permanency plan is best for that child. We increase child literacy rates because we track the educational plan for each child. We interview the teacher. We find out how that child is doing in the classroom. So again, it's for the child court advocacy training. We calculated that the hours are equal to $700,000 in services that are offered to the community, and our budget is less than $150,000. We just can't run any more efficiently with less, but we've proven to do that. So we want to be recognized and supported for what we do. We're a model in the state. What would we do with less? Well, my plan B then would be to take those finely tuned, seasoned advocates and hope that they would serve as mentors to those that were coming in. Ultimately, what it would mean with less would be that I'd have to choose, make the decision of not serving the teens that are transitioning out, which at this point, 20% of them end up homeless. So then you have the human trafficking issues and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Any questions about anything I've said?
How many Casas do you have?
By Tuesday, we will have 50. They average about 10 to 15 hours a month. They volunteer their time, their talent, and their treasure, because basically they're putting miles on their car and they're spending their time. And most of them are employed, believe it or not. Most of them are employed. And a very diverse group of advocates and highly trained in the court system, and very, very good relationship with the judges. Get good feedback from them.
No more questions? Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.